Now that you have your grid completed, you are going to add lines to the graph using some equations. I'm going to refresh your memory right now on how to graph equations. One of the equations you're going to have is going to have x squared plus 2, but I've changed this number on the actual project, but this is just for an example. So if I have x squared plus 2, I need a list of inputs and outputs, so I'm going to choose -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Again, when you get this equation, x squared, it's important to have negatives and positives. Then go ahead and sub it in, x squared plus 2. My first x is -2, so this is really -2 squared plus 2. -2 squared means -2 times -2, which is 4. Bring down the plus 2 is 6, so the output here is 6. Now you're going to do the equation again. X squared plus 2, except this time you're going to put in -1. So this is -1 squared plus 2. -1 squared is 1 plus 2 is 3. X squared plus 2, except this time x is 0. So 0 squared plus 2. 0 squared is nothing, so it's 2. Now let's do the 1. X squared plus 2. Fill in the 1 squared plus 2. 1 squared is 1, plus 2 is 3. Last one, x squared plus 2, and this time x is 2, so it's 2 squared plus 2. 2 squared is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So now that you have this set of ordered pairs, this is going to be one of the first lines or streets you draw on the graph. Be sure to follow the directions in part 3 to make sure you are using the correct color. Each line will be a different color that's on the directions sheet. All right, when I go to graph -2, 6, go to the origin. I go 2 left and 6 up. Go back to the origin. I go left 1 and up 3. Go back to the origin, 0, 2. So I do not go left or right, but I go up 2. 1, 3, go to the origin, 1 to the right and 3 up. Go back to the origin, and then 2, 6, 2 to the right and 6 up. This shape that you have just created is not a V, but it is a very narrow U. So when you go ahead and connect those dots, draw the lines, this is called a parabola. That is your first street.